Good evening, minions. And now we're continuing the quest, which is now the audience with the Wonder King. If things look different on my screen, that's because they somewhat are. I've uploaded some new... There we go. Using some new stuff, and we're going from there. We'll have to check out and see which ones I like, which ones I don't, and go from there. Excuse me. Do we? And we'll come back and do that in a minute. I actually want to do the main quest and not start another one. It is definitely something to kind of get used to. Whoa! Wasn't quite expecting that.
Welcome to my court, outsider. Since you entered my domain, I have watched your actions with keen interest. You have been generous with my people and more patient than I expected. I still cannot gather one thing. Why have you? Again, not what I expected. I think I've heard of this old Mary Dominion. And I don't see how inclusion in this group would appeal to me or to the people in my domain. Aligning with you would only alienate us from others. Interesting. You think we have common enemies? My only enemies are those who would seek to harm Valen. Let us test your theory now. Show me one of these enemies of whom you speak, so I might better understand. Use the other stone pillar, the one on the platform behind us. Touch that stone pillar and an apparition will appear. One of your enemies, as you say. Fight this enemy so that I might see its true nature. I am pleased to be able to lend you strength to face this enemy from your past.
Interesting. He's kind of creepy standing. There's a book close by. Where's the book? Arr. That's not the book, but that's... And those who've been watching my videos for a little while completely understand that I actually do get distracted by shiny things. I decided to run some more add-ons and see, because quite a people have been saying these are actually very good add-ons to run. And give you a little bit better stats and control over things. I'm using Minion to inject those touchstone pillar.
Down, but the veiled inheritance will always rise again.
Alrighty then.
Forest spirit, be a king.
I sense the darkness in the heart of the one who thought he has already been defeated. And those like him, they may not all share his darkness. You should have me call these people enemies, though. The Veiled Heritance. Yes, I am familiar with this distinction as well. There is one among this group who has come to Valenwood to see me, and I find her curious. Very curious. I'm not inclined to consider her an enemy. She is one who has been blessed with fascinating gifts. Gifts I cannot afford to ignore. You would know her identity, though. I was able to capture one of her memories. Touch the petition stone again, and I will share it with you.
We have much need of someone like you, Ananias.
Yes, young one. We have a problem in the Valenwood that will require your talents specifically.
I would be honored to help however I can.
Opportunity has risen to strike a devastating blow to the Dominion, to divide the Bosma.
The Bosma in Greenshade claim allegiance not to King Camoran, but to a man they call the Wilderking.
Killing this Wilderking will drive the Bosma mad. He is very elusive, though, so I will need your help to find him.
You realize we are entrusting you with an important task, I hope, my dear. Of course, Lady Estrie, you can count on me.
That's not very cool.
Now you are negotiating with a forest spirit who calls himself a king? With all those floating by the light of John and Jod. This is the craziest thing ever seen. Razumdar would have lost his patience by now. Do you think all this makes sense? Azazi is starting to wonder about you too.
Shut up.
As you've just seen, the young girl Aranias is associated with the Veiled Heritance. Until I know more about her, I hesitate to call her an enemy. I will have more insight soon. Even now, Aranias is on her way to my throne. So she believes. But there may be a greater truth to her purpose here. You may not like this, but I sense the same is true. Like the branches of a grotto, I believe that Aranias' destiny, my destiny, and your destiny are all intertwined. I cannot yet see how these events will play out, but I do know that like Aranias, you must come deeper into the forest. You must eventually come to my throne, but not yet. Each of us is a strand to be spun into the story of Velen. You should seek out the spinner, Marwyn. He can tell us how this story began and where it should end. Yes, traveling through Valenwood is a funny thing. It may take them many days to find the path to my throne. You have all the time you need. Find the spinner's cottage and speak to Marwyn. Safe journeys, my friend.
Wow, that's interesting. On to the next part. Check the map. Before we move on, we'll pick up this other quest. Combat's definitely much nicer. Let's see. Kinda want to move that, but that's okay.
It works. It really works. I can't believe it. I finally figured it out. This could change everything. Our Lurcher Guardians, I've found a way to give each of them special powers. To make them more effective, of course. The Guardians protect the village, and now we can imbue each of them with different elemental tactics. And the best part is that building them isn't even hard. It's easy. Well, you see, the husks are the same, grown from local flora. It's the Guardian's guts that make it special. Bring me some thunderbug bellies, dew bugs, and hive seeds from outside the village, and I'll show you how to make one.
Okay. I'll come back and do that one, because we want to continue. Move on to the Spinner's Tale. At least grab this on the way. Okay. That's definitely interesting. That should get more interesting. Why am I running? Yeah, we'll go do that dungeon in a little bit. Let's see what he says.
I was beginning to think you wouldn't make it. I've already begun Aranias' story. Yes, of course. I have been waiting for you for some time. The story needs you to play a part in the present and in the past. You certainly took your time about things. Not your fault, I understand, not your fault. We may yet get this right. Inside the story, you must also enter the story in order to help her. Aranias wants to see the Wilderking. I'm his gatekeeper. To see him, you ask me nicely, and then I tell you a story. A story that you take part in. Yes, the story is one from her own past, but she's convinced that she's living through these events for the first time. You'll play the part of a close friend she never had. Someone she can trust, who can change the person Aranias becomes.
Interesting.
Ask nicely. Of course. Now, sit down by the fireplace. Imagine there's a nice warm fire burning there, and I'll set the scene. Have a seat by the fire, and let me know when you're ready to hear the story. Remember, imagine the flames are the waves of a vast ocean. Cold waves on a clear blue ocean off the coast of Somerset. Now picture an island. Trees around the island shimmer in the sunlight. Each gently cresting ocean wave sparkles. Many stones, roots, and flowers on the island were shaped by Magicka. Only 2 living Ultima possess such power. One of those 2 Ultima stands outside the manor on this island. Her island. Go to her. Become her friend.
Interesting. Something very, very wrong. Interesting. Let's see how this plays out. That's the gateway to get out. That's a bookshelf. Oh. Well, we can do that. And then we can take the stew. And eat it.
The island of Silatar.
I'm so glad you could come. My parents will be back tonight, and I was afraid I'd have to face them alone again. That's why I asked you to come early. I'm not sure what will happen either. Before they get back, I want to be carefree. We can visit some of our favorite places together. Why wouldn't I? We practically grew up together. You're the only one I can trust these days. Bramble Breach? You know my parents have never let me leave Silatar after they saw what I can do. I've missed so much. What happened at Bramble Breach? They were afraid, like everyone else. After I raised up the land under the sea and smashed that ship, even though nobody got hurt, they said my magic was too dangerous. You're the only one who isn't afraid of me. You don't know what this means to me. Now, what will we do first? I know, let's race to the lighthouse like we did when we were little. Bet you still can't catch me.
Oh, that's cheating! Yes, I know, low stamina, but
My mind's getting in your way.
you cheat.
Not bad. You're pretty fast. Maybe. You know, I've always had a special connection to the land. Sometimes things happen and I don't even think about it. It just happens. I'm sorry, it just happened. Wait, something's wrong. Can you feel that? The land's in pain, burning hot. Look, the farm's burning! Over the rise. Wait. Too many footsteps and it's too early for my parents' return. Boots. There are invaders on Silatar. We have to stop them.
Okay, let's go kick some butt. That's gorgeous. Seeing the sunlight come through the trees. That's actually, the shadowing's well done there. I didn't quite make the fence, Berg. What was that? That's medium armor. Typical.
They can't do this. We've got to get rid of them.
Okay. Alrighty. Talk to her in just a second. We had some health. Commit the points. And... unlock shield charge.
What have they done to my farm? Why would they do this? Animals! Does it matter? I'm tired of this. Everyone wants to hurt me or use me, and it stops now. Where were you when my parents tested me? Where were you when I needed you most? You left me. Why are you even here? Do you want something from me too? I'm sorry. After my parents left, I felt so alone. I couldn't find you. People kept coming. They'd attack, hound me, want me to show them what I can do, like I was a circus animal or some kind of pet. I shouldn't take it out on you. No, it's not your fault. Thanks to you, these bastards didn't get very far. They could have destroyed everything. It's getting late. We need to clean up before my parents return. Meet me at the manor later.
Come, I must speak with you once more.
It's very sad. Incredible amount of power.
In her tale, Aranias was volatile, and she swung between anger, shame, and hope. Feared by her own parents because of her abilities, she faced the bandits alone. This made her bitter and hardened against others, vulnerable to outside influences. You will soon see it for yourself. But first, you should view another scene from Aranias' past. She was a bit younger and excited about her newly found skills. Are you ready? Of course not. For her, it hasn't happened yet. Remember, I put you into her past to help her when she's at her most vulnerable. She lashed out at you just now because she can't fight against her parents. She trusts you. That's what's important.
Kind of like Inception, injecting me into her past memories, so...
Why are your clothes all wet? Mother, what do you think of this tree? How about this island you're standing on?
The ground is soaked. I'll need new shoes now.
I made it!
What? You made the ground soggy?
The island! I made this little island!
What do you mean you made it?
These trees, those rocks, none of this was here yesterday. The ground is wet because I used my magic to pull it up from under the water.
Oh, Ara, what have you done?
Gifted with a rare and powerful ability, Aranias tried in vain to win her parents' affection. So much happened next, but I especially draw your attention to two particular events. One scene is atop the lighthouse, the other in the manor's great hall. They will help you understand more about our troubled Altmer, I hope. No, the greatest challenge comes next, and Aranias needs you. Her parents returned after the attack on the farm, and brought with them the people they considered their daughter's only hope, the Veiled Heritance. She should not face this alone.
No, because they're bastards.
Getting changed at the manor. You should do the same after you watch those scenes. You'll find a change of clothes in the guest bedroom off the Great Hall. Then, go to Aranias in the garden.
Okay, where am I going? Find the lighthouse story. No, I can't call my mount. Typical. Because I'm not actually here. Ow. Typical. Went the wrong way. Yeah, I can't leap over a hedge. Some silly things sometimes. Bookshelf. Bookshelf. Duh.
I'm sorry.
You're lucky they're alive. How many more ships will you sink?
It was an accident.
Accidents are spilling water, dropping glass. You lifted a ship out of the ocean with a wall of rock.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Your mother and I will discuss your punishment. Go.
Instead of trying to help her understand her powers, try to shun her. Stupid hedge. We're swimming. I wonder who the veiled heretics are. She's just powerful mage. Young mage with a powerful gift. Doesn't understand it yet.
Your father and I leave for Somerset in the morning.
I won't do it again, I promise. I'll try harder. Don't leave me behind.
Don't grovel. It's unbecoming. We will return with help to control your temper.
How much more can I apologize? I said I'm sorry.
No, Ara. It's just, you need training. What you did to the ship, that scares people.
What sort of training, Father?
Solid quests. That's one of the things I like about them.
You look good. How do you feel? There are so many people. And look, it's High Kin Lady Estrie. Why is she here? I bet my parents want me to show off my powers. I thought they were bringing me a teacher or something. Hesitant? I hate this, and they've got something particular they want to see. Would you do me a favor and find out? Mingle among them, eavesdrop. Find out what they plan. You asked me this before, silly. I don't know, but when I think about changing things around me, my thoughts come true. Remember when that merchant ship sank? I'd lifted the ground out of the ocean. I just forgot to lower it again.
Extremely rare gift, but highly valuable.
Her parents invited me to witness her powers firsthand. She lifted the ground up under my very feet. Her demonstration today will not be one of skill, but of character.
We dislike that lady a whole lot.
Ander demonstrates amazing potential. Why are we bothering with this girl and her clods of dirt? Ander could melt them with hardly a thought. What do they call her? The Rock Witch? Hilarious. Provincial. I'll have a glass of wine. What? Then why are we talking?
You definitely someone I want to kill too.
How did someone like you get an invite to the party?
Poor girl. With a companion like you, it's no wonder she's confused. She's lucky we arrived before you could stuff her head with any more silly nonsense. There is a natural order to things. The Rock Witch of all people ought to understand.
Oh. That's not cool.
Ander has one of the little beggars in the field, away from the house. Aranias will demonstrate her talents on the other. Her demonstration will determine how we employ her talents. I don't believe we've met. I prefer to keep it that way.
What's in there? Out of curiosity. Ah, that's what that is. Duh. Silly me. We're on over half an hour now with this video because I didn't realize. First part of the quest, literally 8 minutes. Boom. Taken care of.
I'm afraid this one is about to die. I didn't realize how frail Bosmer were. Not this goblin-faced meat-eater, his wife. Wait a minute. You're not with the Heritants?
Bring it on, buddy.
They took my wife. They will give her to the witch, the Rock Witch. The land will kill her.
They said the land...
You killed Ander. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, don't worry. It was an entertaining twist, to be sure. But sadly, as real as it may seem, this is just a story. In real life, you were not there to kill Ander. He has had considerable time to grow in power, and his temper had not gotten any longer, if you understand me. It seems the Veiled Heritance have sent him after Aranias to ensure she kills the Wilderking, or dies if she fails. I met him. He wanted to get into this story, but he wouldn't ask nicely. But there's nothing we can do about that right now. We have a story to finish. Aranias' big moment is about to arrive. You should go to her. In the garden. She's been commanded to kill the wife of this Bosma. You should hurry to her. She faced this alone last time.
Come on, run like the wind.
This creature is no different from those who burned your farm. Please. Aranias, my child, raise the ground up to trap this animal. Please let us go. Aranias, do you remember how helpless you were when your farm burned? Good. Good. Now tear this animal apart.
This is my test. If I can take the life of this girl, it means that I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices.
What about the Bosma who attacked my island? What were they, Dominion ambassadors? A peace mission? If I refuse to kill this Bosma, then what? I'll be alone again.
The rock Witch of Silatar, a monster for fairy tales. You're here with me now, but what about later? No, that's not it. I must trust myself. Believe I can do what's right. I don't need anyone, you or the Veiled Heritance, to guide me. I am stronger than this. I won't murder an innocent to prove I can, no matter who demands it. The Veiled Heritance won't control my destiny. I will. I can do this, and I shall.
Nice.
No, I won't do it!
Even though technically she still did, but in her memories, she didn't, and they got away. Creepily Inception style. Interesting.
You were a fine character, most enjoyable, and it looks like you made quite an impression on Aranias. As one story ends, another reaches its climax. Our little bit of mischief was a success. Because of you, Aranias may very well betray her masters to defend the Wilderking.
Ah, typical. That can go.
You were a fine... As one
Sorry
story
about that,
ends,
folks.
Another reaches its... Truly, I hope we never need change a story so extensively again. Though we spinners can do so, it's usually better to let a tale conclude on its own. Usually. Venturing into the story of Aranias' past has sown the seeds of her transformation, but they have yet to sprout. Even now, she and Ander blaze a trail of destruction toward the Wilderking's throne. Their intention is to destroy him. Preserving his life may be impossible at this point, but you must try. Without him, the Valenwood will rage out of control. The only hope lies with Aranias and with you. Go to Greenheart and follow the trail of fire to the Wilderking's throne.
That is not good. Yes, I will go to Greenheart in just a second. I need to sell some crap. And check on some do some research.
What is it?
Where is she? There.
Sometimes
Sell the ring. Sell that. Linen robe. Robes of the okay. Research. I'm using the axe for now. I think that's the helmet I'm actually wearing right now. Is it? Let's find out. What helmet am I actually wearing? Ah, Blessed are the Keepers. I should be wearing the other one. Is there a bank? Bank is there. Oh, silly me.
Nidras?
Let's deposit. Person. Okay. Now. There we go. That's better. I look funky with the helmet on, yes. But that's okay. Don't actually think I can break down. Research. Okay. I got 2 weapons running. That works. You know what I just realized? Oh, I did spend it on.
So, you're the one that saved the Queen, eh? You don't look that special.
I hear some jealousy. Guess I'm gonna have to run it. Let's run it. Put it up there. There we go, that's better. Whoops. Yes, I'm quickly doing this quest first, and because if I have to come back... kind of silly. Interesting, which one is this? No. I like the one I have already.
That was fast, so I'm not surprised. Did you find... That was fast, so I'm not... Wonderful! Now comes the best part. Mixing ingredients to give the Guardian its powers. Lightning bellies and hive seeds make a fire guardian. Hive seeds and dew bugs make a wooden guardian. Lightning bellies and dew bugs a water guardian. Yes, it'll be your guardian. Use this husk and build the one you want. Then we'll test it against the others. Lead it over to challenge 2 other guardians. Tell you what, you can even use these healing roots to give your guardian an edge.
Take your bets, boys! Who's going to do what? Who's that big boy?
Seen a Guardian fight like that! Incredible! You really know how to choose a champion. This day will go down in our clan's history, and you helped make it happen. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to keep the Guardians under control for very long, but I'm working on it.
And my own guardian. Don't know where he went. I think he ran off. Sometimes worth stopping to do a quick quest, get you better armor, which is nice. So we need to go that way. Come on, my kitty. At dawn we ride. Totally going the wrong way.
Rest now, my love. It's all right. At least we're here. Memories of youth are the treasures of old age. Savor them, and those who share them. They'll fade, but they're as sweet as sun's dusk ale while they last. Tongues of Xarxis, I sound like a pedantic old fool, don't I? Forgive me. Yes, ignore my nostalgic nonsense. It's just an attempt to pretend my musty past is worth something more than it is. Getting old isn't easy. My dear Marilia is passing. We came to see the flowers, but they don't... I don't know. Nereid's smile, they're called. So blue, so beautiful. There must be some nearby, but you are generous to humor two silly old men. But those seeds would mean so much to us. When we were young, we used to sneak away from the clan and come here to be together. Lying here among the Nereid smile, it seemed like we had forever. Not unless you can turn back time. No. To be honest, we've lived for many years more than either of us expected, but our time has finally come. Nothing can forestall my husband's death now, nor mine, which I expect will follow soon after.
Shame. There's the Wilderking.
It's good you're here. With earth magic and fire, Aranias and Onda forced their way towards my throne, leaving chaos in their wake. I've lost control of my guardians. My power fades. I've always wondered what death would be like. So my end was inevitable all along. Someone new must become caretaker of the Veiling One. Aranias was guided here with its purpose. It's fascinating. In her heart, I think she knows the truth, but she's conflicted. Perhaps it is Onda's influence. I think you should catch up with them. Follow the trail of fire. Aranias must choose to accept the responsibility of her own accord that Onda will not understand. I expect he will oppose her, and she will need your help to defeat him.
You want some too? It's time to take out the trash. I just realized I have a huge amount of space since I've dumped all that into.
They're so beautiful, Hartman. Do you think they'll last forever?
It's all for us, Morelia. The forest, the flowers, all of it.
Let's keep going this way.
Aranias wavers. She knows now why she was guided here. Not to destroy the Valen Wood, but to save it. She wants to change course, but she's Aranias' powers grow as she draws closer to the throne. She opened the ground here and they entered the throne tunnels. You must follow. You must be there to help Aranias when she decides to make her stand. My hold over the creatures of the Valen Wood has weakened. That is why they panic and attack. I lack the strength to pull them back. I can make it so you appear less threatening. Be careful, though. This enchantment will only last a short time.
I prefer not to have to kill all these creatures. Let's hurry. Past the hour mark. Let's see. To grab some of my enchantments.
Silatar, my friend. Thank the Eight. You were right about the veiled heritance, I'm sure now. They used me as bait to trick the Wilderking, and now Onder's going to kill him. I can't let that happen. I have to stop Onder. I don't know. But somehow it seems like that's what I was meant to do all along. When he burned the forest, I actually felt its pain. He's gone ahead. I can travel through the roots to catch up, but you will have to fight your way through. This might help. Use this bundle of roots and you can burrow for short distances. It will at least get you past Onder's fires. I will protect the Wilderking as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Ow! Well, that didn't work so well. And we keep running around.
There'll be no end to these interruptions!
Ow! Just because I'm stealing your essence to heal me, even though I'm already healed. I do like that ability.
Aranias was guided here to take my place, but I believe you were guided here to assure her ascension. If you had not come, I fear Onder would have killed us both, leaving the Valenwood wild and vengeful. Many lives would have been lost. Yes, for centuries my sole focus has been shaping and maintaining the Valenwood, protecting it from outside influence and from itself. Now that she has come, I'm free to return to the earth, give back to that which has given so much to me. She is up above. You should go to her. She is frightened of the transformation process, but you must comfort her. This is the natural course of things. It is necessary for her and for the Valenwood. She must choose it of her own accord.
always useful.
I'm scared. Shouldn't I be feeling confident? I mean, we defeated Onder. Look at all of this, though. I've worked my magic on small pieces of land in the Somerset Isles, but this is an entire forest, a living forest. Tell me I can do this. I think he was a man too once, the Wilderking. I mean, he was like us, but when he took this on, he became something else. I think he merged with the Valenwood and forgot his previous self entirely. Well, yes. It means that once I accept this responsibility and become Wilder Queen, I'll forget my previous life, my home, my youth, everything. No, but they are my memories, and some of them fond. The ones with you. They seem only partially real, but they're the memories I'll miss most. I have to let go, though. The way I embrace you in my heart, that's how I must embrace the Valenwood. Yes, but I need your help. You must climb the tower further and place the Wilderking's crown in the gardens there. Then you must wait for me. Promise you'll wait.
Uh-huh.
Everything is so very different. It's like I'm no longer a single physical form, but my being is spread out across the forest. Aranias is slipping away. You are my friend, though, whoever I become. Will you stay for just a moment? I am prepared to lose my memories, but I don't want to lose the lessons I've learned. You helped me understand the difference between a foe and a friend. I'm determined not to forget that, nor to forget you.
Awesome.
I know why you originally came here. To ask for the Wilderking's allegiance to the Ordinary Dominion. To know the Valenwood was on your side. Would you still make such a request to me now? And I freely give it. On behalf of myself and the Valenwood, you have our allegiance. I only hope Irene realizes that her best ally stands before me now. Before Aranias' memories fade, though, there's something else I must tell you. It's the Veiled Heritans. As you may know, they stole the Staff of Madness. I know not where they've taken it, but you should search in Woodhall, to the west. I will open a portal to the western gate of Greenlight. Goodbye, my friend.
That's sad. I'd hoped I would be able to come visit my friend, but I don't think I can anymore. Because, well... she is... Wilder Queen. Well, folks, that was a bit longer than I thought it was going to be. But that was that entire quest line, start to finish, with the smaller quest line. Okay, kind of two thrown in. But you can see, some people don't like some of the writing. I think the writing's well done. And some of these quests are really well done. Some of them, nah, I gotta admit, they're not great. But as long as you enjoy it, as long as you're feeling like you're part there, being drawn into the story, that's all that really matters in the end. Until next time, have fun, keep gaming, and I'll see you soon.